Namaste, brothers and sisters, and welcome to the Militant Negro YouTube channel. My name is JB, and I am what's known as a militant Negro. I want to talk today about people of color genocide. We have an epidemic in the United Slave States of AmeriKKlan, and it is called Killed by Cop. Not COP, but KKKOP. Here are a few statistics from a website I use called killedbypolice.org. Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry, it's killedbypolice.net. Check that website out, killedbypolice.net. What they do is on a daily basis, they tabulate shootings by police shootings, police-involved shootings, but they only tabulate the ones that are end in death. Killed by Cops 2016, and these are the statistics compiled by killedbypolice.net. January, there were 92 deaths. February, 104 deaths. March, 103 deaths. April, 87 deaths. May, 96 deaths. June, 101 deaths. July, 94 deaths. August, 98 deaths. September, 85 deaths. And in this month of October so far, 77 deaths, for a grand fucking total for the year 2016, 945 deaths at the hands of law enforcement throughout the United States of America. Let me repeat that. 945 dead human beings at the hands of law enforcement throughout the United Slave States of AmeriKKlan. Now, they're not all people of color. This total encompasses all skin tones, all races, all ethnicities, all cultures, all backgrounds. Everything is included in this total of 945 dead human beings in the year 2016. That's just to give you an example of why this is a genocide at the hands of law enforcement and why it's an epidemic. Cops kill with no discretion for who you are, what your skin tone is, where you live, sane or insane. And that's another thing. There are a lot of people who are dying in the streets of the United Slave States of AmeriKKlan who are mentally ill. Mentally ill. People who don't, maybe they're not cognizant of a command from the cops. Maybe they can't understand what put your hands up or don't resist or drop that screwdriver or whatever the command is from a cop. Maybe these mentally ill people just don't understand it. But that doesn't stop a law enforcement officer from pulling the trigger. Now, law enforcement are equipped with tasers, stun guns, billy clubs, nightsticks. They don't have to pull a weapon and shoot you dead. And there is such a thing as training at the police academy throughout the United States of America that says shoot to wound. You don't have to aim center mass and double tap. Arms, legs, shoulders, buttocks. You can shoot an individual in any of these areas and wound them. But the cops in 2016, and that's a fallacy, because this kill by cop, this genocide against people of color, is going back centuries. But in this year of 2016, 2015, 2010, 1999, we have law enforcement agencies that are letting their officers shoot to kill. There's no such thing as shoot to wound, shoot to slow down, shoot to subdue. They are shooting to kill. Headshots, center mass shots, double taps, heart shots, throat shots, face shots. These law enforcement agencies are training their employees to be out of control. We got our hands up, don't shoot. That's bullshit. Put your hands down, grab a goddamn weapon, and start firing back. Yes, I know that's going to piss a lot of people off, and a lot of people going to say, oh no, you can't do that. Well, explain this to me. The rate of people being killed by law enforcement every single day in the United Slave States of AmeriKKlan is astronomical. Pregnant women are being shot dead in their homes. People are being shot dead on their property by law enforcement because they have weapons in their hands. And a lot of times this is happening in a right to carry state, a right to own a handgun state, stand your ground states, and open carry states. All these people of color are being killed because they have weapons in the cars. But now if they were Caucasians, they'd be okay. Because a Caucasian can walk down the street with an AK-47 or any other plethora of automatic weapons slung over their backs and shoulders, and law enforcement don't approach them, don't question them. White people get pulled over in their vehicles. They can have weapons on the seat, weapons in the glove box. Nothing happens to them. But a person of color is stopped, detained, pulled over at a traffic stop. If he's got a weapon anywhere in that car, he's going to be dead. There is no such thing as equal justice under the law for all. This black genocide, this Negro genocide, this people of color genocide that we see happening every single day is atrocious. And it's aimed at people of color, grandmothers, pregnant women, mentally ill men and women, 12-year-old children playing in parks with guns, toy guns. They're all victims of cops jumping out their cruisers, pulling their weapons, and firing within 3 seconds. Yes, that's what happened to Tamir Rice. People are choked on the street for selling cigarettes. People are sitting in their cars, couples sitting in their automobiles and gunned down like Bonnie and Clyde. Coming out of a nightclub, a groom massacred. There are so many names and faces and hashtags of people who have been killed in the last 20 years by law enforcement that I can't even compile a list. Hell, I don't know if I can get my hands on a complete and total list, because every single day it grows. And the administration that's in office right now, at the head of that administration is a person of color, a Negro, a black man, a mixed race president, and he has done jack shit about the killing of his own people. The Department of Justice, useless. It's time we take our lives and our survival and the caretaking of our families and loved ones into our own hands. The Black Panther Party for Self-Defense had the right idea. Arm yourselves, take classes in firearms and weaponry, take classes and training on how to shoot, self-defense training, arm yourselves, legally get concealed carry permits. That's called a CCP. I've had one since 1985. Get one. Stay legal. Defend yourselves, your family, your loved ones, your property. Stand your ground law doesn't stipulate the skin color. Anybody can use a stand your ground law if you are legal. If you're a criminal, stay away from the guns, because it's not going to help you. If you shoot somebody or kill somebody in self-defense, you have a weapon and you're a felon. You can't do it if you're a felon. But all you people out there of any race and any color who are not felons, who have not been convicted of felonies, purchase a weapon. Train yourself to use it. Use good gun safety and good gun sense. And protect yourselves, your family, your children, your property. Because Caucasians can do it. And if a Caucasian is allowed the Second Amendment right, so are you. I'm not telling you to be trigger happy. I'm certainly not telling you to just start shooting people. I'm telling you to protect yourself. Use your common sense, your logic, your critical thinking. Protect your family, your property, yourselves. You have a right to do that. All these Caucasian folks run up and down the street with these guns and automatic weapons in public places. That's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm telling you, if you are approached by law enforcement and this law enforcement has his gun drawn and is going to kill you, you have to protect yourself. It's your right to do so. The United Slave States of America has a U.S. Constitution that gives you the right to bear arms and protect yourself against anyone. Not just criminals in the street, but law enforcement, because in this day and age, law enforcement is a direct, dangerous threat to every human being who is not Caucasian and wealthy. You don't believe what I'm saying is true? Read the newspapers. Watch the news on television. Get online and look at all the stories circulating about people who have been killed by law enforcement simply because someone dialed 911, either to report a lie or to ask for help. And that's another thing. People of color call 911, they die. You call the cops to come to your house for a domestic dispute, somebody gonna die. Your cousin acting crazy in your front yard and you call cops, he gonna die. Your spouse and you have an argument and they drunk and you call the cops to take him to jail to cool off, he's dead. Listen to what I'm saying. These are facts. These are things that have happened. You got a mentally ill person in your family and they get suicidal or start talking crazy and you call 911, they dead. Do not call 911. Flavor Flav said it best. 911 is a joke. 911 is a joke. Flavor Flav. Remember him? Yeah, he said it. Don't call the cops or you're going to die. If you don't have medical experience, if you can't figure something out yourself, if you have to call 911 and they arrive guns blazing, I hate to say it, but I told you so. We have to defend ourselves. We have to educate our sons and daughters that the cops are not our friends. Back in school, I remember Officer Friendly. Yeah, well, Officer Friendly is not Officer Fuck You. These cops are shooting to kill. And I'm trying to tell you, stop calling them. Defend yourselves. Protect your family, your property, your kids, yourself. I've seen videos of cops arresting little teenage black girls in fast food joints and throw them on the ground and wrestling them and flipping them. We have to protect our children. We have to be parents. Time out for all that foolishness. I hope you understand what I'm saying here today. I'm not telling anyone to get armed and go shoot anybody. I'm telling you, get armed and protect yourself. Protect your family. Protect your loved ones and your property, just like the Caucasians do. I hope this video helps. I hope it opens your eyes. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Peace, love, namaste, ciao bella. Be well and stay safe, people, because it's